Yes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back here at the Raymond Igishad Football Stadium. It's the second game. Diamond Queen versus Gazelle. We're into the third minute. It's 0-0. Oh, this will be a good one. It will be. Ball played wide. Picked up by Foggy. Foggy trying to get past Tia. Tia does well. Tia plays it back to Crystal. Crystal tussling for it. Here comes Smee, Shavanya, Lavisha, Tia intercepts nicely, bursts between the two. Shavanya trying to use her speed on the right hand side. She turns inside. Can she get away? She has problems. She gets away. She's bumped off the ball. And the ball goes out of touch. And it is a throw-in for the Diamond Queen. This will be an end-to-end tussle. We're into the 4th minute of the first half. It's Diamond Queen versus the Gazelles. It's 0-0. The first game ending 5-0 in favor of the youngsters. Here comes Shavanya. Plays it back. Ball played inside. Tia sends a shot. So they're shooting from the hip. No one pulling their gun. They're just shooting. Because everyone believed that they could win tonight. And as they say in football, everyone can play. But can everyone win? We're into the 4th minute. It's 0-0. Lavisha. No, it's Julianne with the kick out. Crystal picks it up. Down the left-hand side, turns inside, gets past the player nicely. She has Tia in front of her, boots it away, Tia to Tia. We have a Tia on the... We have lots of Tias. We have 2 Tias on the Gazelles team. Mommy Tia. We have Tia on the Diamonds team. That's the Queen Tia. And then we have Tia on the Gazelles team. That's the Green Tia. So I will refer to them as Green Tia, Mommy Tia, and Queen Tia. Queen Tia has it now. Plays it forward to Green Tia. That's Tia Webo. Crystal plays it forward only as far as Linton. Linton boots it over the top Adea. Headed away there by CC. Here comes Crystal. She has some pressure from Angelique, who kicks it out of touch. It's going to be a throwing for the Gazelles. Who will draw first blood here tonight? I promise you, it wouldn't be a draw. We are now being joined by the man himself, Millington. So I'm very happy to have some assistance. Millington, welcome.
Well, good evening to you, Johnston, to all. It's a pleasure being here. I'm in great company this evening.
The same. Here comes it looks like, who's that beating on the left-hand side? There's a tussle for it. Kanika wins it. Kanika is trying to go forward. She plays it forward, intercepted by Roach. And Roach turns, plays it to Linton. Linton out wide to Barbara. Barbara breaking down the left-hand side like a here, but she breaks bad and out. Take it away, brother.
Yes, that was a good build-up, but Barbara unable there to hold on to the ball. And what are your expectations of this game this evening, Johnson?
I expect a cracker. I think it will be a 1-1 affair.
I'm expecting a good game. There's a number of players on the park in preparation to travel for the U14, and I'm expecting them to showcase much of what they would have learned in camp so far. And breaking down the defense of the Gazelles is not going to be that easy.
We have a lot of experience, but we have a lot of gritty players up front for the Diamond Queens.
Indeed. With the likes of Sharanya being back, Harley. We'll see what they can bring to the table today. Likes of Ferguson.
I dare remind you that the Gazelles have Hercules, and Hercules is a strong lad. Number 12. She's strong.
Very strong. But I realize there is a Hercules. Where is Hulk?
In time to come.
What are your thoughts on the previous games, Johnson? The previous game?
I thought that EastEnders came out flat and they couldn't get it going. They couldn't get a rhythm. It seems as if they were just lethargic, right through. They're normally a very energetic team. They just had no energy.
Is it the fact that they were caught off guard with a Monday game?
But I think they were just not mentally prepared because I saw them before the game and they didn't look as if they were ready to play.
Well, there is a specific nation who doesn't work on a Monday because they said Monday is too close to Sunday.
What nation is that?
And I'm not going to call anybody's name. But indeed, as you rightfully said, you know, I was looking for one young lady. You know, she normally will spark the EastEnders, and I didn't see her on the park today. And that's Durant.
Kaylee, she came into the park like with 70 minutes gone, and I knew that Clay will never put on that field.
And so, with Durant being absent from the field, the EastEnders were absolutely flat. They came out and, you know, it's like, our key player is not here. What are we going to do? It is impossible for us to win. We cannot score without our key player. And it seemed like that's what they went into the game, that kind of feeling, and they were really, really flat. It's the flattest I've ever seen the EastEnders.
Yes. They just didn't have any energy.
It's the Queens, Shiranya. Drops it to Ferguson. Ferguson doesn't control well, but Shiranya is fighting. Ferguson again. A tussle for the ball. Ferguson. And she's been wrestled to the ground by, appeared to be Sissy. And a free kick to the Queens. First free kick for the game, Johnson. Clearance, a tussle in the box, but finally cleared there. Good ball out. Oh, and the Barbo was unable to control that one.
Yes, he tried very hard, but I think they had a golden opportunity inside the box, but they just couldn't find their feet. But they're putting some early pressure on the Gazelles.
Yes, indeed. And someone I saw walk across the field, and the Gazelle welcome back Samisha. I am sure that I saw Shamisha walking across the field.
Did
with the
you?
Gazelle. I am sure. I am sure.
Did you?
I am almost. I can almost bet on that. I saw Shamisha walk across the field.
Ooh, wow. Well, I saw like 15 players for Gazelles. If you look at the bench now, I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 subs, and 11 and 6 is 17. Oh, so they have been reinforced.
Well, indeed, reinforced indeed. Not only in numbers, but in quality. And when I saw her, she was not in any goalkeeper kit. Tells you that
perhaps she just came in today.
Her intention is going on the field. She is kitted up. She has been suited up.
How you know?
She has been suited up. But it is not for the goal between the sticks at all. She has been suited up for on-field play, not between those sticks.
So, the match is beginning to heat up here between Gazelles and the Diamond Queen. Both teams at the bottom of the table. I think Gazelles a little ahead. Here is Jodianne, number 8, with the kick. Plays it over the top. Ball controlled by Siobhan, that's a fine turn, but good hustling work there by Tia. That's Queen Tia. Ball breaks nicely back to her. She puts it into the body of Tia. So it's Tia to Tia. Which tier? Tier in green, tier the queen. Here comes. Ball played through. Number 9. Who's number 9?
Is that a new player?
Is that Lovencia?
Doesn't look a familiar player to me.
Is that Lovencia, the keeper for the it looks like that's the keeper for the under 15 girls. It looks so to me. Look good. Could be, could not. We'll see. Here comes Judy, and she plays it to Bubblicious. Bubble plays it nice, searching ball comes through, but the keeper is off the line nicely. I didn't think Kanika turned on the afterburners there, but I thought she should have put some more speed and tack inwards to get that ball. Here's a ball played in the wrong direction there by Linton. Here comes a tussle for it. Crystal can't find her feet. Picked up by Foggy-licious Foggy. Foggy trying to turn, gets around Hercules. The big bad Hercules has been disposed. Here comes Foggy. Foggy plays it down the line looking for Shavanya. Shavanya has pressure. Shavanya leaves the Visha on the ground. Tries to play through to Harley, but it was stopped. She gets it back, and it's a foul. Take it away.
Well, I didn't see that foul, Johnson.
I'm looking for it still.
I didn't see that foul. Maybe it was a chicken. It was too small for us to see.
I'm still trying to find it.
Well, there was a tussle for the ball, and I thought that the ball was loose, and it was won cleanly. Goalkeeper, the referee saw differently, and what he saw, he punished.
Tell me what you see for number 9. It looks like Dominicano. Very little though.
Number 9, that is... Well...
Here comes Foggy down the right-hand side. Foggy, Licious Lavi, and she plays it out of touch, and it's going to be a throw-in for the Gazelles.
That's Moyandia. You're the Spanish man. You are the Spanish. You're the man. You're the Spanish man.
This man can't see. It says Meriadia, Cooley. Meriadia Cooley. Oh, so she's on now, and she's the number 9 for the Gazelles. Here comes Shavanya trying to turn, but Cece is all over her. She takes a quick shot to Foggy. Foggy gives it to Cece. Cece, dilly-dally, but she's going in the wrong. She tacks, plays it inside. Shavanya with a hand on her hip, plays it. Shavanya, can she get across it? She turns inside. Lavi dispossesses her once more. Ball cleared away there by T and out of touch.
Well, game hitting up. Yet to see the ball really out of the Queen's half. Has been played now in the 16th minute of play, and for most of that time, ball have really spent most of the time in the Gazelles half of the field. But one thing we have become accustomed with so far in football is not about possession. It's what you do with the possession. Because a number of times you get possession, and the moment the team breaks, they score.
Well said. Here is Tia to Tia. Played inside nicely by Fergie, but that's not a good kick there by Webster. The ball breaks, and Jodianne playing in the defensive position now, clears it, looking for Kanika. Here comes Bubbles, moving at 150 miles per hour. She plays it out wide to Kanika. Kanika now turning on the afterburner. There she goes down the right-hand side. She sends a shot, and the keeper takes it nicely. Yeah. That's the dangerous Kanika. She can break.
Yeah, she's fast. I don't think that she knows her potential, Johnson. She always takes these long shots when she's alone with the ball. She has time and acres of speed.
And speed. Here comes Epanyol. Epanyol plays it to the keeper, who takes it easily. Cooley, I will call her. Here is Kanika trying an ambitious shot. Roach under pressure from Cooley. Roach does well. Ball picked up nicely there by, it looked like Cece, but she gives it away. Here comes Adia, breaking down the left-hand side. She has a player out on her left-hand side. Who is that? It's Babu. But Jodianne is moving at 155 miles per hour. She wins it and clears it. Jodianne looks fast.
Well, she looks very fast this evening. I'm not sure. It seems like they really has a turbo on the Gazelles.
She must be watching the World Championships.
Well, the Euro Cup.
Who won the male? Who won the 4x4 relay?
Well, the male 4x4. Canada walked away with that. The 4x1.
You mean they actually walked it?
Oh my. Well,
They ran away with it.
from what from the
4x1.
little.
What about the 4x4?
I didn't get abreast with that one, but the 4x1, the guys actually ran 8 point something. If I remember well, 8.7 something to really take the 4x1. It was a superb ankle leg.
Here comes a shot by Tia. Keeper under pressure. Stops it well. So the Queens, they are probing. They are living in the Gazelles half. Here's DeAndre trying to clear it. Can CC save it? No, it's number 10. She's looking for help. She plays it inside. She only finds Tia. Tia, that is Queen Tia. Tia the Queen. Tia. Looking for Shavanya. Shavanya turns. Shavanya has problems with Tia. Tia the Queen. Queen Tia. Tia. Clears it. As far as CC. CC turns on the left-hand side. What will CC do? CC plays it inside to Hercules, the strong Hercules. Oh, she's strong. Here's Tia. It's confusion. Angelique doesn't know where to go. She has pressure from Tia. Ball plays inside now to Cooley. Cooley plays it outside nicely.
Too heavy a touch. Too heavy a touch there. And that was number 10 in the person of
14.
Gazelles.
Number 10, let me see. Is it Crystal? Yes, Crystal.
Yes, that's Crystal. Indeed, it's Crystal. I was unable to. But it was a good-looking ball. It was a good-looking ball, Drew.
Oh, in fact, it was a handsome ball.
Tell you what.
Here comes the throw. Break for Angelique. Angelique tried to get past Crystal, but it goes out of touch, throwing for the Diamond Queen, who you say has had the bet of the game so far.
Indeed. But again, it's not about possession. It's not about possession at all.
It's about
goals.
And who will get the first goal tonight?
Scorers.
Very diplomatic. Oh. But I can guarantee you will get goals tonight. The question is from who?
Yes, it's not going to end a nil-nil.
I say 1-1.
Well, I think it's going to be...
Crystal breaking down the left-hand side, but there is a call. She's not happy. She's frustrated. I think it's a foul.
Is that a foul throw?
No say.
We wait to see if it is a throw that is going to be retaken.
Looks like a foul on the... No. Yes,
it's a foul on the field.
Yes. It's going to be taken by Adia. Adia boots it forward. Is Brittany injured?
Oh, I asked that question to someone.
But the Diamond bench looking a bit sparse tonight.
Very much so.
Normally, you will see that on the opposite side where Gazelle struggling for players. But Gazelle has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players on the bench tonight. Do I see any? Maybe 1?
2.
2. Here is a ball breaking nicely for Webster. Webster plays it to the Hercules. Big, strong Hercules. Scoops it up. Only as far as Foggy. Foggy turns inside nicely to Shavanya. What will Shavanya do? Shavanya plays it to another scoop to Harley. So they must see some ice cream out there because they're scooping a lot.
Yes, they're scooping a lot.
Oh, she runs into a wall.
So we can come in.
She ran into a wall.
Here comes in for
she gets it back. Oh, she's a tough cookie. She has a shot from way out. Keeper comes off the line and takes it easily.
You think we can be in for a treat tonight?
Yes, because I've seen a lot of scoops.
All right. What flavor you like, John?
Chocolate.
Okay, so we're going to have a mixture. Gonna have a mixture of chocolate and butter pecan.
Here comes Tia in green. Tia Webster boots it forward. Intercepted by Tia the Queen. That's Tia Hodge. Captain Tia plays it back to Angelique. Angelique turns inside, plays it across field. Only as far as Bubblicious, who cannot control. The ball breaks nicely for Harley. Harley plays it out wide to Babo. Babo needs to tack. She needs to tack. Can she? She tacks like the UFO. Can she get it across? Can she? She sends a weak, feeble powder puff inside, and it's cleared into the scoreboard there by Green. It's a corner.
Well, it's a corner. It should be a corner.
It must be a corner.
It has to be a corner. Oh, the ref has signal for a throw, but that must be a corner. What? Well. We have to ask the president to lend the referee his glasses.
Or maybe we need glasses.
The ball ended up down by the scoreboard.
So it's a goal kick for the Gazelles. We are into the 24th minute. 24th minute, it's 0-0. It's the bottom of the table clash. Everyone looking on with great expectation. Who will break the deadlock? Who will be the winner here tonight?
You know, one thing I understand very well in football, it doesn't matter what a coach thinks. It doesn't matter what the commentator will say. It doesn't matter what the crowd say or think. The man who matters most is the man with the whistle.
I dare say the man with the ball.
No.
You mean on a call?
On a call, yes.
Okay.
On a call.
Here is Tia, tussling for it with Harley. Plays it to Foggy. Foggy can't control. This is good work there by Tia. Tia, Crystal, who doesn't want it, she ran away from it. Angelique inside to Foggy. Foggylicious Foggy on the right hand side. She's dummy. She plays it inside. Well read there by, is it Cece? Cece Walker. Tia working very hard today. Plays it over the top to Crystal. Crystal can't find the ball. She's looking. She has found it and she has given it away to Foggy. Foggy, has Hulk. Here is Harley trying to find Smeans, but her back is turned. Ball played nicely to Crystal. Well done by Sawyer. Ball played back inside. Looking for Cooley. Ball played over the top. Kanika. Ball picked up by Hercules. Strong Hercules plays it over the top. Angelique is fighting for it. Crystal is putting some pressure on her. What will happen here? Can she save it? She has run out of touch. It's going to be a throw-in for the Diamonds. Yes?
So, it's going to be a throw-in. Going the other way, it's going to be a throw-in for the Gazelles. It's 0-0 into the 26th minute of play. It's a doubleheader tonight. And in the first encounter, we saw the youngsters disposing of the EastEnders, who actually didn't turn up tonight at all. They just came out to show that their presence was here.
They turned up, but they didn't turn out.
I tell you what. They were very much low voltage tonight.
This could be a dangerous free kick from Jodianne. She has the power. And when she gets it right, look at the keeper's position. I'm seeing that.
The keeper should have been on the line.
Yes.
The keeper should be on the line.
Ball sent over the top. Shot! Oh, hit the bar! Oh, no! What a shot there by Kanika. And it hit the bar and came back out. And the keeper was still peeping.
You see why you need to love the upright and the crossbar?
You should marry them.
You know, I saw her having a conversation with the crossbar and the upright. And that's why they are her best friends.
But she was asking him to marry me.
Oh, well.
Jodianne. That could have been the first goal. And it was close. It was a nice overhead kick there by Kanika. And it hit the upright. And the keeper was still spinning like a top.
Well, the keeper knew. The keeper just turned to make sure that her best friend did the job for her. And it did well. Well.
We're into the 27th minute. It's 0-0. Action beginning to heat up here. Tia in green. Tia Webster on the left-hand side with the throw. Webber sends it inside looking for Hulk. That is Romney. Ball played forward. Sharanya picks it up looking to break. Has no help. She fouls it and she's frustrated. Talk to me, brother.
Looking to control that one. Ball coming up off the leg and coming off the hand. Referee say you can't touch the ball. And again, you have to lose. So she loses the ball and it's a free kick. Again to Vanderpool who gets it forward. It's Gazelle. Sissy turns, gives it to Hercules. Hercules, that was a Batman kick. Not a Hercules kick. That was a Batman kick.
So even though the Diamond Queens have the advantage in terms of possession, the best opportunity came to?
Indeed. The Gazelles.
Amplify what you have been saying all night. It's not how much possession you have. It's not how much you play or how well you play, but how many times you put the ball in the back of the net.
Indeed. You know, oftentimes you see the basketballers and, you know, you see the bounce. They look pretty bouncing the ball, but they can't put it in the hoop.
Julianne has it on the right-hand side, turns inside, picks up by Herky. Herky plays it, looking for Cece. Cece trying to turn. She has some pressure. Ball picked up there, intercepted by Jodianne. Jodianne plays it over the top, looking for Klanaika. Klanaika coming off on the right side. What would she do? Can she get a cross in? She sends it inside. It's a good ball in. Everybody misses. And it will be picked up by the speedy Angelique. She's going fast. She plays it down the right-hand side, looking for Fergie. The ball intercepted there by Webber. Played inside by CC, but it's going to be taken out easily there by Sawyer.
Good defensive work by the Queens, and they're on the attack now, the Queens. Queens on the attack, looking to control from the back. Richardson, but it falls nicely for Barbo, who picks it up. Barbo, good. Barbo, too long, holding on the ball too long. Barbo, lack of confidence. She should have taken it to her left and looked to cut the ball through to Smeens, who was on the run. She didn't do so and lost possession.
But Cooley is looking like a good player.
Good hard play there by Roach. Oh, why did she go back there?
Avisha ball put it nicely. Oh, that's a bad play, but it picks up there by Barbo. Barbo turns. She has green around her.
Barbo loses out.
Picked up nicely by CC. CC tried to turn Cooley through. Cooley has blow around her. What she do? She tried to get it to Crystal can't control it. Good defensive work by Sister Roach.
Roach is doing well. She started on the left flank. She has come over to the right flank, and she's doing a good job.
In other words, she's flanking.
Oh, she is.
Tia throws it forward, looking for CC. CC back to Tia. That's Tia Webster. That's a nice cross inside. Searching ball. Only as far as Linton cannot get it out. Crystal picks it up. Angelique putting pressure. Sends a cross inside. Searching ball. Ball break. It's a shot. It's a goal! Goal! I tell you that girl is dangerous. It's the dangerous. Cooley. Espanyol. Biba Dominicano.
But I told you this because the possession advantage belongs clearly to Diamond Queen. But what did they do with the ball?
Didn't score. And the goal belonged to Gazelles. And I told you that Cooley girl looked dangerous.
In the 31st minute of play. I'm not sure. Did she come in on American Eagle today?
No, she came in on Sky.
Oh, on Sky. I understand.
It's 1-0 in favor of the Gazelles. And it's Cooley. I dare say she's Dominicana because her name is Cooley. And she's putting the Diamond Queens on the pressure. Here comes Tia, plays it forward, looking for Fergie. Fergie has problems. Tia kicks it out of touch.
It's 1-0 in the 32nd minute of play.
Meradia has scored for the Gazelles. But that was a good cross by Tia. Sent it inside the box. All she had to do was to blow on it, and she just smelt it, and it went into the back of the net.
Indeed. Left with acres of space to take the shot off, and she did. She gets hit in the head. What is the referee going to do?
Nada. Fergie turns. Crystal, pressure. Fergie working hard. Ball breaks for the big bad Hercules. Outside to Crystal. Can Crystal save it? She does. Tia, the assister, plays it inside. Only as far as Adeli. Legs being tangled. Is it that Hercules went down? That's not possible. Hercules is down.
Yes. And look by the hands of whom?
Oh no.
Look at the hands of whom?
David and Goliath.
I tell you. Well.
I would love to see that again. How did the Hercules go down? Here is Jodian. Only as far as Tia the queen. Plays it over the top. That's a nice searching ball. Can Shavanya use her speed? Lavisha is there and clears it nicely. Good defensive work by Lavisha.
Yes. Harley picks it up. Drops it. Oh, too close to Webster, who's coming away with it. Oh, good work there. Good work, the Queens. Looking to fight. Cox cleared nicely. Who's going to get to on the end of this one? Who else but Lavisha? Ever present. It's Harley. Drops it wide for Barbara. Barbara doesn't control well, but gets it back. Wins the ball. Tackle by Richardson. Lavisha gets it and will clear down the line to Klanika. Klanika gets past Cox. Leaves her in park very easily. Klanika can't get past Roach at all.
Oh, the Roach is sizzling. The Roach is scratching. But Klanika gets it back. She sends it inside. It's a scorching shot, but it went wide.
Oh, it's scorched the side of the net.
No, it's scorched a fence. It's a fence scorcher.
Well. It's 1-0. If you're just joining us, we welcome you to our broadcast. It's AI Live from the Women Igisha Technical Center right here in the Valley. It's the AFL. It's a female league taking place right here. It's the Gazelles. They're taking on.
It's a foot race. Who's the fastest here? Believe it or not, Jodian. Here comes Shavanya. Shavanya. What will she do? She's waiting. She's looking. She's turning. Cleared. Oh, too long.
Held on to the ball too long. Linton drops it for Ferguson. Ferguson picks it up. She looks for help and gives it away. Sissy. Vanterpool. Oh, this could be dangerous. Oh,
good defensive work. Who is that? Keynes on that right back position. That was good defensive work. It's Webster. But that was excellent defensive work because I thought Harley was away.
Indeed.
But not away in a manger. She was just away.
Ferguson. Why didn't she continue her run? Why did she stop?
Maybe she's just lacking confidence.
I believe. I really dearly so believe.
There's a lot of space they're giving Angelique.
Acres of space. Tussle for the ball.
Gets it back.
This could
be dangerous. Where is Shavanya? She's there now. She has Lavisha all over her. Can she dispossess? Ball pass back. Babu back to.
Oh, too heavy a touch. Ooh. And they're getting some delicious ball into the 18-yard area and just making a hash of it when they get there.
Pasty balls. Oh, some smashing balls.
My. I can almost taste it from here. They are delicious, just not making use of it.
But again, the Diamond Queen looking dangerous, but just not putting their chances away.
Just not finishing at all.
Can they get one before halftime?
Oh, they can.
There's the question. We are into the 37th minute. We are live here at the Raymond Igishad Football Stadium. It's 1-0 in favor of Gazelles. Gazelles versus Diamond Queens. Here comes the Queens. Plays it wide to Babu. Babu plays it back to Linton. Linton under pressure from Hercules. The big bad Hercules is pushing. Ball played inside to Tia. Tia the Queen plays it forward, looking for Shavana. She cannot control. Ball breaks nicely for Cece. Here comes Tia. Tia will try a shot. Into the back of Shavanya. She's going like a Motorola. She sends it inside, blocked away by Tia. And over the fence.
It's gone for 6. It's gone away for 6. Well. It's going to be a corner to the Diamond Queens. Corner to the Queens. It's going to be Linton who is going to take the corner. Linton. The ball has returned from over the boundary line. Ball served in. Picked up by Roxy. Gets it back to Linton. Linton serves it in again. And, cleared nicely there by Clinica. It's going to be a finals. And the finals going to penalty kicks. Well, there was a whole charade last night. What are your thoughts about the game itself?
Well, in the game itself, I thought that, honestly, the Lions, they could have ended that game a lot earlier. They had chances that fell to Oliver Screechy Walker and Kieran Warner that they weren't able to put away. And they just allowed attackers that moment, that one moment. And as I would have said on the broadcast, Ricardo John never goes a game without having a say. And he had a say, or as Tony would say, it was actually Kareem Burrs who had the say. Shot by Sharanya will be easily collected because Burris came out and made an absolute hash of that situation. Coming out and fouling at Ricardo John when he had absolutely no need to. And giving away a penalty that was converted by Ricardo John. But in the end, the Lions were able to hold their nerve. And Burris made up for it in the penalty shootout, saving what was a decent penalty by Tariq Sampson. It was not down the middle, but he chose the side and he dove well to get there. And he was able to get the Lions side their 4th championship in a row.
Well, Lions showing indeed why they are king of the jungle. King, indeed, of the Raymond Gisha technical area for sure.
But I must say this Champions League that will be starting in a few days, it's going to be so interesting, so interesting to see how these, really the big 4 are going to play this one out. Even the big 5, because Kicks, they're not to be left out of this conversation, the Kicks United.
Well, and Kicks have been strengthened. They have been strengthened. And, well, we wait to see. We wait to see as the Cooley has Cox, but she gets past Cox. Cooley, she has help, Crystal in the middle, waiting. She has Roach to contend with. Cooley has to turn back. The ball goes through and offside signal by the AR.
Oh, that could be troublesome.
Angelique clears nicely. In the end, Sissy. Sienna Ferguson. Have you recognized we have 2 tails and 2 sissies?
So, well, the other CC, we call her Fergie if you're in the booth.
Right, so rightfully so.
It's going to be taken there by at number 6 and Fergie.
Give her a, she took too long there before she released. Look at to release Smins. Richardson, Clays, Hercules picks it up. Looks for. Ball is going to be won by.
Well, there are 2 feisty characters, Crystal Anthony and the Captain Taya Hodge.
Well. And the ball is going where?
The way of the Gazelles.
Did you see something that I didn't see?
Well, the president has left the commentary room, so we can't even borrow his glasses. Because I don't know whether the referee needs or we need, or I think that we saw something different to the ref.
Well, that's halftime. That's halftime. It's 1-0. 1-0 with the Gazelles taking the lead. Gazelles taking the lead. And after a few words from the man Doc, we're going to take you back to Master Control until we are back with you in about 13 minutes or so.
Well, it was a good first half, and especially good first half for the Gazelles. They were able to get the lead. The goal coming off the boot of their new signing in Cooley. She has been a difference maker between the two sides thus far. She's done good work against that Diamond Queens defense. Diamond Queens defense that has lost the Reba start once again. And again, they have to rearrange some pieces to field a strong back line. That's led to the reintroduction of Angelique to the starting 11. But for the half, it's going to be the Gazelles 1, Diamond Queens 0.
not eating it. Welcome back to the Rimanigisha Technical Center. And back here, we are just about to see the kick off the ball for the second half. It's the Gazelles who have gotten us started. It's Rogers with the ball. Tussle for the ball. It's with Robney. Robney drops it wide for Klanika, who's not going to get there. Throwing to the Queens. Doc, what do you expect in this the second half?
Well, what I will say is I don't think the goals are done. I don't think that we've seen all the goals in this one. It's going to be out and a throw in favor of the Gazelles. It's still 1-0 here at the REGTC goal coming off the boot of Cooley. Cooley, the new signing of the Gazelles. Just looked good thus far.
Ball forward, Cox knocks it forward, but only as far as a Sissy, who gets it in. Cox trying again.
Here comes the ball swing over the top, and it's not caught by the keeper. Still bouncing around off the post, and eventually it's turned in. Turned in at the very, very last possible second before the defender cleared it away. And it's 2-0 to the Gazelles. Well, I said that the goals weren't finished, and immediately the Gazelles have responded. 2-0. Referee Richardson is going over to his assistant referee to discuss a possible offside. I must say it may have looked like they were in an offside position. It may have looked that way, but the goal is going to stand 2-0. The Diamond Queens will have to respond and respond quickly. There comes Sharanya Smains, who was driving, but it's going to be cut out. Bradshaw. Sorry, that's not Bradshaw. That's the other Roxanne, the one we call Bubbles. She's done well there. Try to slot it out wide towards Crystal. Won't find its intended target. Now it's all the way back with CC Walker. Walker towards Bubbles. Now here comes Barbaro. Barbaro with the ball inside. Trying to get the return pass. Cleared away by Juliana. Throw into the Diamond Queens. So this 2-0. The Diamond Queens, they will have to manufacture some chances. They've had the lion's share of the possession, but they haven't been able to get any chances really to score. As the defense of Juliana and Lavisha have held up well. It's a very strong defense, I must say, to come up against Juliana and Lavisha. To a very experienced campaigners. Lavisha, much younger, but she's been playing football for a number of years. And she seems to be always in the right place at the right time. As it's played forward, cut out by Taya Hodge. Hodge with the ball over the top. Further wide now. Stuffed back inside. This is a good build-up play. Sharanya trying to get around the outside. She gets the return pass, but it will be dealt with in the defense by the Gazelles. The Gazelles, they do have a very stubborn defensive line, I must say, in Tia Webster as well as Lavisha and Juliana. They are very stubborn. They don't allow many goals to be scored on them. They've just lacked that attacking threat for the majority of the season. Now Tia Hodge. Out wide to Barbara. Barbara does well. Barbara with the ball inside, looking for Hawley. Now Bubbles picks it up. Trying to go out wide. Good work to shield it out there. Throw into the Diamond Queens. Queens with the ball from the throw-in. This one taken inside towards Hawley. Hawley gets a touch wrong. Here comes Klanika. Klanika Rogers trying to get around the outside. Hawley defends well. This will be a throw-in once again to the Gazelles. Towards Cooley. Cooley scoops it over Sawyer. Cooley heads it across. There should be 3-0. It's going to be put wide. Well. That should have been 3-0, but it was put wide by, I think, Crystal Anthony.
Well, that ball, Crystal had the only thing Crystal could not have done was miss. The only thing she shouldn't have done was miss, and she missed it. Goalkeeper beaten, net alone, and she missed everything.
Sharanya. Back to Barbaro. Barbaro. Down the outside, back to Sharanya. Sharanya can't keep it in play. It will be a throw-in. Now, Millie, you know I don't like to be a spoiler, but I may have to give the fans a teaser, really. I have to give them a teaser. The Diamond Queens, the attacking output, it's been a bit hampered in recent times. I suspect they've made a signing. A big signing. A very big signing.
I don't know about how big it is. I don't know who it is. And I'm not going to ask who it is.
I can't say that it's big in the grand scheme of the battle for 4th place and 3rd place in this Angola Football League Women's Edition. And I thought that some of the signings the EastEnders made were big. This one is massive. You will see in the upcoming games for the Queens who they would have been able to pull.
One of the closing date for the window is it next Monday?
I think it's today.
It's today. Oh, it's today.
I do think it is today, and I suspect that they've made a big one. A very big one. Well, due to some rescheduling over the weekend, we have had 2 women's games today. And both have been played on a Monday. Monday is not usually a day for football. So we played in Anguilla. This is a Monday evening, and we do have 2 games here today. I believe we will be taking a break in the Women's League until the 10th of August, where we will see the Shining Stars FC. They'll be taking on the EastEnders. That's a Wednesday. Then the Saturday at 7 p.m. it will be the Superstars versus the Youngsters. That is a very, very big game. A very big game. The table in the Women's League is very tight right now.
And the reason why, Doc, you want to tell the people why we are taking a break for what are we breaking?
I think is it under 17 women's football in Angola, or is it under 14?
Doc, you are
15 actually. It's under 15. I've just been.
Doc, Doc, you're not up to date with what is going on in our country, Doc.
I wasn't
Doc,
sure of the age group.
Doc, they're breaking the season because of the summer festival.
Well, I think it was officially it's under 15 of football. I would believe officially it's under 15.
It's 2-0 in favor of the Gazelles. 2-0.
This AFL Women's League table, it's very tight right now. Right on top of the table is the youngsters. They have played 9. They have 19 points. And second are the superstars. They've played 8. They have 18 points. They're yet to lose a game. But the next game is versus the youngsters. The third is the Shining Stars, who have played 9. They have 15 points.
The superstars are second with a game in hand. They are second with a game in hand.
But there is no guarantee that they will win that game.
But we have to say it as it is.
The Little Soldiers, they've played 1 extra. They've played 10 games. They have 13 points in 4th place. The EastEnders, they've played 9. They have 11 points. The Gazelles, this is their 10th game, and if results were to remain as they are, they would have 10 points. And the Queens, they would have played 9, and they would still have just 1.
Queens. Coming out last year and looking to build.
What I will say, the Queens, they've built the right way. They've gone for younger players. They've gone for sustainability rather than early glory. And the 2 young teams that have come out now, the 2 new teams, the Queens and the EastEnders, I think that both Coach Harley and the Coach Cleo have done fantastic jobs in building their sides the right way.
Indeed, and that is what you want when we speak building. You know, I've seen where personnel want to build from a position where there's hardly any youngsters, and when you get youngsters, you put them on the bench. It's about winning at all costs, at any cost, rather than setting a foundation and building your own. You know, it is important to have a foundation, have a unit on which you can build.
And there's no better example of that this year than the Salsa Ballers just coming back into the league.
I am not calling a name of any
I
team.
am going to call the name of the team, the Salsa Ballers FC. Coming back into the league. This is their second year back in the league. The first year that they were back, they would have struggled. They came, was it like 9th position or was it 8th? This year they came out, they tried to win. They made some big signings. They had the likes of Ricardo, John Terry, John Jordan Deans, as well as the man Joran Gale, who they all brought in. But when they all left at the transfer window, there was nothing left. And after they were gone, they were followed by the likes of Brad, who left and went to the Uprising. I suspect the likes of Finlay and Naldo, they won't be too far away from joining a team either.
You see, what I was getting at that as well, you know, when you don't have a core to on which you build around, it is the problem that you will face from time to time. You know, when you have a core and you can build around that core, then you know for sure that if 1 or 2 players should leave, that you are not hampered by the departure.
That's always a gamble you take when you try to win now. Because if you don't win now, then what next?
And that's when win at every cost and all costs is priority rather than development. And so I think more than winning, what we should be looking to do, what we should be striving to do is to, develop our football. Develop a team, develop a squad, development is and must be at the forefront rather than winning.
I can't give you the story because I am close to a few members of the original Salsa Ballers side. When they first,
I will say to you, desist from calling any team name. We can speak and without calling names. I don't want to be sued.
Millie,
I don't want to be
Millie, this is our platform to speak. We're saying nothing from a place of malice. We're just talking football. We're just talking football. They won't call any names now, but they're going to live very long. Very, very long.
Well.
And in speaking with a couple of those players, an agreement would have been made initially when the Salsa Ballers, after winning that championship in, I think 2015, they've had a couple of years where they were close, but they weren't quite there. There are a few players left in the club, and it got to a point where the team weren't able to come out a couple seasons later and play in the league. The agreement was made by some of the players to go to Uprising FC that were just coming out at the time, being formed by Trey Gums. And you saw the likes of Matthew Brown heading over to the Uprising. From the Salsa Ballers, a number of other figures going across to the Uprising. But that backfired on them, really, because instead of them all going to the Uprising for the season and coming back, some of them just branched off to form other clubs. And here come the Gazelles once again. Not quite dealt with. Just spinning and turning, Nico Rogers side netting.
And Doc, one more thing that I've seen. There are other things that we can speak about when it comes to the development of our football. When we would want to see quality football, but it cannot be at a cost where when you look at a team, the quality that you are seeing on the field and not what you can pull from to make up your national setup. And so your development has to come from within. And if it doesn't come from within, then we are in problems, we are in trouble.
The only way to build your national program is to build your club program. And this time I will refrain from getting into that topic because the AFL giving me my job and I don't want to get fired. It's not dealt with, and it is surely going to be 3-0. This time, no mistake is made. Crystal Anthony, the goal scorer, 3-0 to the Gazelles. We will continue this conversation, but that was a good goal. She composed herself well there. It looked like Rogers, and the ball was shifted out to Crystal, who got the ball under control first and then slotted it into an empty net.
And the goalkeeper there on that occasion hesitantly didn't take up the ball, and she paid the price. But as I was saying, Doc, I get back to the point I was making. And when you have our club system not being built on a core of not just quality. We need youthfulness, because we are seeing the likes of our better players who are now coming to that stage and age where they are exiting the scene. And who are we falling back on?
You have the likes of Capel and Casa who are getting up there. Special is getting up there. Jay and Abbott is getting up there. These are guys that have been around for a while. They're starting to exit the scene, but I must say, I find that we have too many youngsters, too many young guys that are content with sitting on the bench rather than looking to play football and try to develop their game. They're more content with sitting on the bench in an effort to win a championship.
Well, we would hope that going forward that we will, refocus, that we will indeed refocus, and that we will get it right for the benefit of the development of our football, because what we truly want to see is that our football grow.
That's why I must say it was a good initiative by the AFA a couple seasons ago to have the development team being formed. Not just the development league, but the team itself, the development team. They had a bunch of guys from the under 17 and under 20 setups getting game time on that team. It was formed specifically for that team to get game time. The players on that side to get meaningful minutes in the only league, the only football league, well, the only Premier Football League in Anguilla.
And again, we tried that league. That team. It worked well for me, if you ask me. And then it just came to nothing. It was allowed to just go. And so these are the things that we have to look into, because you have young players. Those same young players would have, you would have discarded the development team. And some of those very players who would have had starting minutes for the development team are now eating bench, as one would say. And so how can we see our players? How can we develop our players when in truth and in fact, even when we look at it, we have some of our teams who are, we will see them as bigger teams, and they play against lesser teams, and the score nearly is 5 and 6-0. And in the 85th and 90th minutes, we are making subs.
And
we have to get it right for the benefit and for the development of our football. We need to get it right. We need to, and as one I was also going to say, Doc, like cricket, we can take the IPL for example. The IPL, no team can put more than 4 overseas players on the pitch at any given time. And so I would want to see that the AFA going forward put things in place that these are things that we also have in football, that you can't have a certain more than a certain amount of overseas players. And when I say overseas, and we really need to because if we are just playing football for football's sake,
what's the point of having a league? Just have a friendly competition. And I must say, even if you look at the English Premier League, what many would call the best league in football, there's a certain quota. You have to have a certain amount of English-born players and English-raised players on your roster. And that's why a lot of clubs in England, they tend to sign players from England. That's why Man City, they went and signed Calvin Phillips from Leeds United to get the English quota up. That's what a number of the sides do up in England, just to get the quota of English players fulfilled. Even the CPL and cricket here in the Caribbean, they can only have a certain number of overseas players, and each team that they put out has to have at least one youngster in it.
Indeed. And that youngster must have playing time, must get some
He
playing
has
time.
to play they have to have at least one youngster in every single team that they put out to play a game in the CPL. There are problems with that, however. I was listening to an interview that was done on Sportsmax a couple of weeks ago. It was done by a YouTuber named Jared Kimber out of Australia. He would have said that the problem with that is that teams, they grab up youngsters for that season once they fit the criteria. And then after that season, there's no use for them because they're not quite good enough to make their best 11, but they're not a youngster anymore, so they can't be shoehorned into that youngster spot. So they just fall through the cracks. And the player that Kimber was specifically talking about was Odin Smith, because for a number of years, when Smith first came onto the scene with Guyana, I do believe, he played that first season, and then he was just out for a while. He was just there. Same thing with Ronswell Beaton out of Trinidad. He came onto the scene early. He played for Trinidad a couple seasons. It's been a good initiative by the AFA to get the Under-17 league up and running, and my hope would be that the next project would be a women's Under-17 league, just to get some, or even Under-15, because they do have a number of Under-15 girls coming up. It's coming to my mind, a young Alanis and Alyssa Hodge, as well as Karen Carrigan, a couple of younger ladies. And I would like to see them playing football more regularly amongst their age group.
And you know, we it is easy to, you know, to be sitting here and speaking, Doc, but one of the things that I would have loved to see, and the referee's down. Oh, that has to be comical. And the players are killing themselves with laugh. They are just joking. They are laughing. Oh, the referee tumbled over.
That's not the first time we've seen a young referee take a tumble in pretty much that same spot. A few weeks ago, it was young Kylan Fleming who took a tumble in pretty much the same area. And now Amani Richardson, he's gone down as well. I don't know if there's something about that spot in referees, but the grass monster seems to like the young referees in that position.
There are a few spots on the field that are very wet. It is soaked. The water just creates...
And she's taken down there, but the referee says, get up, and the volley is put wide.
Advantage was played. Advantage was played. He was correct in playing advantage.
That should have been 4-0.
They had the ball. She maintained the ball. Her team maintained the ball. She was going forward. She was going to the direction of the goal. And it was no need to stop the play. He played the advantage, but they did not make use of the opportunity. Good call there by the referee. Very, very good call by the referee.
That should have been 4-0, Millie.
Well, should have easily been 5-0. Seen two easy goals. And this is a good run. This is a good run. Sharanya shoots and shoots wide.
Well, the same, it could have been 5-0. It should have been 3-1. Because Sharanya was clean through, but she had to take an extra touch to get the ball under control. And that would have cost her advantage on that Gazelles defense.
But she was gone past the defense. And what I didn't understand is why she held the ball on her leg. Because all she had to do was to push it off and run onto it. Because the goalkeeper sat on her line. She had no intention of coming off.
Should have been 3-1. Here comes Linton. It's Barbaro. Barbaro played well thus far, loses out. So try to regain possession. Does brilliantly, but Clonica is not going to be beaten. Going to work there by Clonica Rogers. And Barbara has now gone down with what looks like a cramp. Seems to be in some pain there.
Seem to be in some pain.
Young Jenna Barbaro.
She has really played well this evening.
She's coming to her own this season, I must say. Developed a lot more confidence, and she's looked
I,
good on
I
this
wish
left wing.
I wish she will develop some serious confidence. Then she's lacking some confidence. And in the moment she get really, really confident and comfortable in her skin, we will see a totally different football. We'll see a Messi, a female Messi.
We do know how much potential she has, but we've just not seen the best of her. And it's going to be a rethrow to the Diamonds FC.
Yes, referee saying, wait for my whistle.
I would have thought in the spirit of the game they would have thrown it back to the Gazelles.
Handball.
But I think they want to give the Gazelles a free kick instead. Julianne will take it. They have 3-0. 10 minutes left in this one. A convincing victory for the Gazelles tonight, I must say. They've played well and they have not taken all of their chances, but they've taken enough of them. Tail with the clearance. Hawley poked it through
nicely. Oh, Smeen's just gonna get a touch to that one. Sharanya just gonna get the ball on her lead.
Connickers offside. To the 81st minute of play, and now another player takes a tumble for the Diamond Queens. Look like Linton there, who was trying to get position for the free kick, tumbled over.
Oh, good play there by Roach.
Roach has played well tonight.
She has. She really has.
Roger seems to be tired, just jogging after this ball. Players at the back towards CC Walker to Bubbles. Bubbles trying to find a teammate there in Lavisha who's gone forward. Good bit of work, a very good bit of work. Dribbling now is Linton.
That's Roach.
Roach, sorry. Looked like number 8 for a second. It's actually Azaria Roach, and it will be a Gazelle's throw. Three goals to nil. 3-0 in favor of the Gazelles. And the Gazelles all of a sudden, from coming against the 11 players, they don't have depth. Where did that come from? They have a deep bench today.
Very deep bench, indeed.
I've seen them come to games with exactly 11 players, with 12 players. But now they have a bench, and a bench with multiple substitutes. While the Diamond Queens, who usually come to games about 20 players, they only have, 2 subs?
2 subs this evening. Barbara is back on the field, which is a good sign for the Queens. Throw to the Gazelles. Cleared momentarily by Cox, but it's going to be picked up. ICC who clears it in, gets it, crosses it in, and cleared now. Smeens picks it up. Smeens, we're going to go with this ball. Ball forward. It was daughter to mother.
Trying to find Matthias Means. Going to be a throw-in.
Harley been dispossessed. Oh, that's not a good pass. And Richardson's going to go with it. Good ball, too. But who's going to get there first? It's going to be Roach. Oh, He just hits it into the path of into Rogers. Rogers loses out. Roach is gonna come over with it. Stubborn young lady. It's all good work. Linton is down again. In the 84th minute of play.
You know, Dale Linton, she's very good footballer. I remember her playing in primary school for the Stony Ground Primary School. One of them scored a number of goals, a large number of goals for the Stony Ground female team. There seems to be a factory for female footballers. They have so many players dominating the league to this day. They have Collier Johnson, the leading scorer in the league right now. Tishara Rogers, Maisha Minette, Carla, who is out for this season with an injury, but we saw last season how she completely dominated the league for the Superstars. They just seem to be a factory that produce footballers, female footballers.
And Linton is down and it's not looking good at all. She is going to be substituting.
Yes. Yet to see who will replace her.
That is Angelique.
It's Angelique Hazel, I believe, who's coming on. I think President Nigel Linton has come onto the field as well. Don't know whether he's come on as dad or if he has come on as medic.
Well, the medic called for help and the board is still being occupied by Ferguson and now Linton, and none of the under 15 who would be traveling should be traveling on Friday. Has to be helped off the field.
I must say, I don't know why the referee allowed for it to be taken off that way. Should have come off this way to get the game flowing. She should have come off towards the near side. Our near side here, the commentary position, to get the game flowing again. The referee allowed her to go all the way to the other side of the field. Here's the last come on, replacing Adele Linton. Booted upfield towards Hawley. Hawley in a tussle in the midfield area. Won by Lavisha. She plays it forward towards Crystal. Picked up now by Taya. Taya's driving away. Taya's looking motivated. Taya Hodge has a shot at the goal. That's going to be stopped by a young goalkeeper there in Fleming, Deandra Fleming. I always get mixed up with Daniel Proctor of these Superstars. Two young goalkeepers, two very good goalkeepers. Deandra Fleming over the Gazelles. I do believe that, well, the shot was going to come in, and it is going to go all the way in. 4-0 to the Gazelles. That's the cherry on the icing on the cake.
Well, that certainly is. It's the 88 minutes of play. 88 minutes of play.
Four goals to nil. 4-0 in favor of the Gazelles. We've seen two comprehensive victories today. First, it was the youngsters going back top of the table. The Superstars do have a game in hand, however. And now it's the Gazelles who are making light work of the Diamond Queens FC. The Diamonds there with a number of their players, of course, the aforementioned Reba Stott as well as Brittany Christopher are both out today. I've not seen Amy Hippolyte either. Another player that I'm accustomed to seeing starting for them. Aricia Lewis also not starting today, out today.
Summer break has done wonders for the Diamond Queens. Number of our players are who not injured are on vacation.
Bubbles picks it up. Now, here come the Diamond Queens giving away. And Tia Webster picks it up. The Tia up against Tia. And Tia does well. Tia down the outside. Tia is recovering. And Tia trying to use her body to throw into the Gazelles. The battle of the Tia and the Tia. And the Tia
captain's day's work. Playing hard, very, very hard.
Booted away there by Captain Tia. Now Angelique. Hawley. Turning well. Trying to find Sharanya. Sharanya will pick it up now. Sharanya has speed. She has a speed for days. Tries to cut inside. She did have the speed to go down the line. She has space once again, Sharanya. Sharanya goes inside to Casey and Hawley. Hawley to Sharanya. Sharanya Smins puts it wide.
That's impossible. Did she miss? Did she miss? Well. Maybe the final opportunity in burying that one tonight. Smins puts it wide. And the referee said, that's all I would have wanted to see. 4 goals to nil. Sharanya, with all the work she would have done, she put it wide. Oh, good game. Congratulations to the Gazelles. Congratulations to the Queens.
So players down for the Queens as well. We've seen a bit too many injuries today, I must say, for the Diamond Queens.
Her ego has been bruised there.
At the end of this one, it's the Gazelles 4, Diamond Queens what should be 2-0. That's the end of football action, a special Monday football action. Where first we saw the youngsters taking light work of the East turn up today. We're scoring 5 goals to 0, and in the nightcap, it's Gazelles 4, Diamond Queens 0, and that will be all for today's footballing action. Join us throughout the week where we have some more football in store for you. Tomorrow, it's going to be the Diamonds FC, and they will be taking on. We'll get the schedule for you. It's going to be Diamonds FC. They'll be taking on the Western Predators. Join us tomorrow for more footballing.